Yes, that's good. Twitch is live. Throat is dying. Hello, Rand. Just need to quickly take a drink. I didn't expect me to take a drink before I even pushed ZLZR yet. But I need to, apparently. I really need to get some, like, just cough drops. Help keep my throat from getting sore. Fair enough, Rand. I'm guessing you're probably really tired. Alright, have a good night. Hope tomorrow's better for you. I am going to check these shops, see if there's anything new. Not sure if there will be or not, but may as well see. Shoes with drop roller, don't care. Yeah, nothing new. Okay. Off to splat some zones. Right, I was in my Splat Pro getup. Do I want to keep using the Splat Pro? I could, in all honesty. Yeah, I'll keep using it for now. It's probably my best bet for getting back above 2K. Which I don't really have that far to go, probably only about 2 wins. And I'll be back above, I just need to get 2 wins without losing at all. My goal is to just get above 2K, and then I'll be unable to connect. That is a good sign. Great sign, actually. Best sign ever made. It's the best sign in the history of signs. Hey, I'm not the lowest level here! Watch that be the best player, that Sebastian person. Ow. I killed Ryza. It's not exactly the spelling of Ryza, but I killed Ryza! What will the tourists in the Star Trek universe do now when they're lazy and bored and want to go on vacation? I don't feel like going to a weird place, but want to go to just a beach planet, basically. Ow. I was very close to being dead. I really wish there was a sorry button. Ow. Ow. I cannot aim. Jeez. Died to an arrow spray. Yeah, jeez. Hey, I got a kill with that. Ow. Flings us. Oh, don't be AFK, buddy. Please don't be AFK. We're so close. Good, I see your torpedo. I dislike people that go AFK like that. Like, I understand it happens, and like, if any, like, you guys playing with me, like, you know, has to go AFK for some reason, I understand. Life happens. Sometimes you just have to go AFK. But this is X rank. I know I personally just see Turf War and League as lesser to X rank. In a way. Like, just ranked in general. There we go! 2019! It's been a good year for me so far. Yeah, I'll keep going. Why not? Let's see if I can push my power up a wee bit higher. And then I might actually hop into something else. I might actually hop over to Salmon Run. I'm so close to my second super bonus from the stream earlier today. But yeah, like, the way I see, like, the game modes is, like, League and Turf War are for casual fun with your friends. Or just for having fun with your friends, depending. And Ranked is for testing your skill. Your skill. Like, I feel that's a fairly good assessment of the game modes. Mostly because, like, sure, you might be really good at working with your team of people, and be really good at Splatoon because of that. But you might be absolute garbage at assessing a situation and doing what needs to be done without voice communication. Ow. Is that a fire? That is a fire fin. Neat. Ow. My blood is what knocked her out of control. Ow. That was like the worst time to run out of ink. Ow. I think I'm about to drop back down below 2,000. This team was going so great. And then we sucked it up. I don't even know what happened. Though I am very tempted to grab an Aerospray. Like the Aerospray PG. Ugh, that was a lot of points. Okay. Where do you figure that, Nintendo? I thought I might lose like 20. No, just 40 some. Booyah bombs are pretty good for turfing. I really need to stop fiddling with my beard. It gets tangled so easily, so I like running my fingers through it to work the tangles out. But that probably makes at least a slight audible noise to the stream. Ooh woo! It always happens! every late night stream playing Splatoon in ranked, there will always be an uwu. Also, I know there's probably no one watching right now, but there might be people watching later in the VODs. I am considering moving this stream time, this stream's starting time, back an hour. Turning this into a 3-hour stream. But just, it starts an hour earlier. That will mean the first hour there's a good chance of a lot of extra background noise. But it'll also mean an extra hour of streaming. And then possibly I'll start pushing it ahead an hour too, turning it into a 4-hour stream. So it'll be basically, for me, midnight through 3 a.m. Well, 4 a.m. I can math. But that will be, that'll be a we'll see thing. Me going until 4 a.m. my time. Because if I want to get 8 hours of sleep before the day stream the next day, I need to be asleep not long after that. At least lying down to go to sleep. So it tends to take me quite a while to fall asleep. Ow. Had I not completely whiffed that burst bomb, that would have worked out. Oh hey, they had a disconnect. Points! 3 points. Assuming we don't somehow still lose this. Ow. We have beacons. Are they... It's dead, so I can't tell. Are they actually good? Ow. I should really go to the top. We've only now gotten the lead, and they've had a disconnect for how long now? I shouldn't have made myself known to him. But he probably still should have threw the Booyah Bomb at the point. Watch me like get like 10 because they had a disconnect. No, 35. 2011. That was an okay year for me. I would have been grade 9? Something like that. I'm just gonna take my 2011 for now. I'm clearly way too rusty for this still, so I'm gonna have to Grisco. Because that's still climbing a ladder. And that's what the title still is, because I didn't have time to change it before the stream. I think I can just start up with Friend's Room by myself. Which sounds really... Yeah, I can. Okay. So if anyone wants to join, just let me know, and you can just join in. I'll just wait so you can join in. Not many people playing this rotation. Can't blame them. It's not the best rotation, I'd say. Oh, excuse me. But it has just been so long since I played Salmon Run, I honestly just really want to play Salmon Run more. I kind of love wave-based shooters. I also almost always seem to have that exact spawn point on this map. Okay, that worked out decently. That's Stinger! Stinger. Okay, it's being taken care of. Give me your eggs. Give me your eggs, boy. I'm dead, but it's dead too! I'm so used to having ink resist. Now okay. Clash Blaster. Okay, low tide. Okay, I have an egg. I didn't realize I had an egg. Clash Blaster is like one of the best weapons for Salmon. Like, because it is just such a brain-dead weapon. And it's still a blaster, so it takes care of hordes pretty easily. Still hits really hard. Ow. Like... Now what do we get? Explush! High Tide! Okay, I'm coming up here. Turfed. Turfed. Hiding. This is my spot. Ow. Well, that almost worked. Oh, jeez. No! Yes! Oh, that was a close win. I think there was like 4 active steel eels at one point during that last wave. And there's my 100 back. And that is why I was not worried earlier about possibly losing any rank. Because why should I worry? It took me 1 match to get back up to my 100. And took me 2 losses to fall down to the spot I was at. I do kind of hope to get my 200 back, though. Might be able to manage that. Well, no, tomorrow I do plan on doing something a little different for the stream. Basically just playing a different game. So, there's that to look forward to, if you've been getting tired of Splatoon. I know it is a game that I play probably too much. But in my defense, I only play it a couple hours, you know. Well, about 4 hours every, you know, every day at this point. That's perfectly healthy. Hello, Home Slice. I believe that is your name. Oh, Fog. I love Fog. It's probably one of the easiest waves that are night related. I should probably go to this way. It's going pretty good. How's it going with you? Ow. Oh, I'm getting so focused. And with how much time I spend playing Splatoon, I could honestly be spending more time. And I say that because back during the time I was attempting to become a good StarCraft 2 player, and I got to Masters, so I mean, I got pretty good. I was low Masters, but I was still in Masters, it still counts. I was spending like 10, 12 hours a day playing StarCraft 2. Practicing. Constantly. Well, not constantly. I'd take breaks to watch over replays to see how I could have played better. Like... Steel eels want to eat me! Oh jeez. I'm the worst at this. Yep, more fog. Okay. Is this 2 fog waves in the same one? I think it is. Hello, X. Ow. Ow. I should have splashed down. I shall run! Yes, that happens occasionally. The way to stop the way to get it to actually like stop and close is just end its process with Task Manager. I don't know why it does it. At least that's the way I've found to deal with it. There might be better ways, but that's how I deal with it. Yeah, like that doesn't like when it does that, the process for OBS has effectively stopped responding. So you just need to kill it. Gimme. I have an egg. Now, is there anything else around? Oh, there's Moz up there now. Oh, there were 2 Moz. Oh, I have Splashdown again. Neat. Running away. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you can always just ask on the Discord. If you're on the Discord there, you can just pop in and ask there. I try my best to respond if I'm around. I've gotten so good at seeing the low tide thing. See, it might say I'm offline, but I'm just invisible. I tend to leave myself as invisible on Discord. Partially because it keeps people from just DMing me all the time. Which was a legit problem for me for a while, so I decided, nah, I'm gonna just be invisible. Ah, jeez. Eh. I mean, I honestly don't mind occasional DMs, but like, it's just constant. And it's like, eh. I'ma just flee. Fleeing is a perfectly valid tactic. Yeah, there's a few people that watch the stream that DM me a bit, like Ryan does. It makes sense that he does. He's been wanting to do a collab with me, which I'm not against. I just need to find time to get everything set up for it. Ow. I mean, hey, I wouldn't be opposed to doing one with you. I'm not overly opposed to doing collabs in general, it's just I need to do a fair bit of setup on my end to be able to capture more than just my own vocals. That's like the major thing, and I just need to... I honestly just need to make the time to get that set up. Like, basically what I'd have to do is go into OBS, change where its desktop audio layer is coming from to my desktop headset. Take a pair of earbuds, plug them into my little headphone jack extension from my TV, which is cobbled together and probably really shouldn't work. It might even be dangerous. I don't know. Plug those in. Then, sit and do tests with somebody. It wouldn't really matter who, just somebody, to get the desktop audio to a volume where the person is audible. That is the hardest part. And then do fine-tune adjustments with the person I want to do stuff with. Like, if I need to increase or decrease their audio levels. Like, if I notice it's peaking a lot or something. Yeah, I used to do, like, years ago, collabs with my, now girlfriend. At the time, we were just friends. And you couldn't hear her at all. And I didn't realize this, because no one pointed it out. So it's like, oh, okay, I've just done like 4 or 5 streams where the idea is you can hear multiple people and no one's told me you can't hear the other person. Great. And I have done recently stuff with my girlfriend as well, but we can't exactly do things that easily. Partially because, well, it plays into something I was talking about yesterday of her parents being jerks. They have a Wi-Fi cutoff time that is literally a little over an hour before my stream starts for the night stream. And the day stream, they tend to just kind of pop into her room uninvited whenever. Ow. So it's like, can't exactly stream. As much as I'd love to do stuff with her, I honestly think she's absolutely hilarious. And would add a whole lot to the streams. But, yeah. Heh. Nothing wrong with trash quality streams. I'm sure a lot of people would say my stream is pretty trash quality, so I mean... Because, I mean, I'm still using a USB microphone. I mean, there are a lot of ways I could improve my stream. And I mean, if you were to compare my stream quality to, like, that of... Well, let's just use an example like Markiplier. Yeah, his is gonna be better than mine. He has not just himself, but probably a small team of people. Same with, like, Game Grumps whenever they stream. I missed an egg. I need an egg. Like, their stream quality is just outright better than mine. Even, like, things like, I know I've referenced him a few times, Steven Plays, when he does his streams. They are better quality than mine, but he has the money for good equipment. And the knowledge of how to use that good equipment. I could probably make this even better. By just knowing how to make my current microphone sound better. Like, I know there's ways to do it. I mean, I legitimately want to create the best stream experience I can. Oh, why would... Fine. We'll grab more eggs. Oh, jeez. I mean, I get a lot of people don't want to sit around for like a minute. But I mean, come on. All we have to do is not bring him out. Yeah, I'll give mine's, you know, mine's decent. I do wish it was better. Like, if I could get, like, some, sound paneling, and some, an actual, like, powered microphone, a better desktop. I'm back into this for now. May up and did some turf war. It isn't so much a ladder, but, it's something. I want to check my things. Like, if with how the internet speeds are where I live, if I had a better desktop, like one actually capable of doing this, I could be streaming probably at 4K. My internet is capable of it. My desktop is not. That does have swim speed. But I will just take the chunk. And I will take the run speed. Yeah, I am using a big desktop for my streaming. I do have a laptop, though, that I want to test and see how well it can handle it. Because it is kind of my backup. If my desktop dies, it should probably be able to actually, you know, stream. It should be able to. I was going to test it through the winter when I was having power issues. But then, when I had the idea to do that, I never lost power again, so. I mean, there's nothing wrong with laptops. They can stream. It really just depends on the power of the laptop and the processor within it. My laptop has a pretty bad processor, so I'm not thinking it'll do that well. I'm thinking I might be cutting it to get like a 480p stream. It'd still be something, though, if I ever needed the backup. Which will be whenever my desktop finally gives in and dies. This thing has been on its last legs for, like, 2-3 years now. A lot of its interior needs replaced. And I don't have the money for it. And this desktop basically needed replaced the moment it was bought, so. At least as far as hardware goes. Like, the graphics card in it was terrible. It only had 6 gigs of RAM. Even when it was bought, which was back like 2010, 8 gigs was the standard. In this had 6. The CPU's great. Like, this CPU is amazing. Like, you can still legitimately buy this CPU. The motherboard, it's a Dell, so. And the power supply is small. You gotta go, game? Yep. It'll probably run the timer down. Whoever Switch is hosting it has bad internet, basically. And I'm guessing it's the Kennedy person. Oh no, someone left, so someone else will end up joining in. I would just push the home button, but I'd probably get a timer. I don't like timers. Though, it would probably still be faster than waiting for this. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Oh, it didn't disconnect me! Let's pop into this menu and then back out and back out. There we go! Let me guess. Timer. No! Okay. I guess you just need to stay in that menu for a few seconds for it to disconnect you. Camp Triggerfish. I always expect to get a timer. Anytime I force a disconnect like that in anything. Ow. We have a partier. Nah. I think I would have preferred the other lobby. You know what? If they're just gonna party over there, I'll just leave them alone, let them party, and just head to the other side of the map. Ow. What is it with all these people seabagging? Seabaggers everywhere tonight, I guess. At least in turf. I might actually swap lobbies after this. Cause like I don't really mind partiers, but I'd really rather not have partiers. Ow! I should have just held that. But, oh no, tenta missiles are apparently bad, so that's why I didn't. I'll never get over that. I don't think. I hold grudges. Ow. For those who may not understand what I'm referring to there was a guy who used to watch on Twitch who basically had a bigger ego than anyone I've ever met before. Ow. And it, yeah. No Nico Bradshaw. I know the titles don't exactly work at the moment, because I just didn't bother changing the title. But yeah, I am going to find a different lobby. As much as I had great luck with that last one. Well, the one before the last one, I should say. That was sarcasm. But you mean like for its shot spread? Not really. Its shot spread is terrible. Doesn't make it particularly great at fighting, even other arrow sprays. And it mostly just comes down to who lucks into killing the other. Ow. Oh, Haunt. Neat. I like seeing Haunt, but I'm still sad that it doesn't point sensor anymore. Like, that was half the fun of Haunt, was that it would point sensor people. That was the reason to use it. Ow. I thought I could get far enough away from that in time. Guess not. I've not really done anything with Squid Beats. I am bad at rhythm games. Like, really bad at rhythm games. Hey, Brush, I outrange you. I think the arrow spray outranges the Brush. I'm getting tired. This is what happens when I don't sleep that well. Like, I legit woke up 2 hours before I planned to today. The key to fighting brushes is to basically shoot at them while walking backwards if you can. Because if you can turf under their feet and you're walking backwards, they're just going to be stuck swinging at you. And they probably won't be able to reach you. Because they are really short range. I'm not a fan of ink brushes myself. Never have been. Even since the first game. Like, they're neat, they're fun. I love how fun they are. But I don't like them as weapons. Like, as far as a weapon goes, they're not very good. Even more so with, like, the first game. Because it's like, well, I could use an ink brush, or I could just grab a carbon roller. It does the same job, but the carbon roller kills faster. Though, the ink brush is still fun, so I can never take that away from it. Ow. I should actually try using the sloshing machine at some point. Ow. That Kensa one is supposed to be pretty good. I think people say that purely because of the fizzy bomb. Ow. That hurt. Alright, Agent. Have a good night. Ow. Killed by the sniper. The sniper with bad fashion sense. How could this happen? Oh, hey. Free Booyah Bomb. Free Booyah Bomb with every 1 minute mark. Ow. That sploosh. They're just always there to kill me. As is their want. Yeah, I think I'll try the sloshing machine after this. Well, I'm gonna go into the menu and swap to one. That's what I mean. Because I think it's like the one slosher I've never really used. Like, I've tried the default one and I'm bad with it. I'm pretty good with tri-sloshers. The bubbles I'm great with. But I don't think I've ever really used the sloshing machine. I know I tried the Kensa one. But it being a direct hit bucket just kinda makes it hard to use. I think I'm honestly gonna go with this one. What does it get? Increased ink coverage. I'll just go with strafe speed. And ink recovery. My standard kit. Alright, Nico. Sandy Man. Mr. Sandy Man. Bring me a dream. Yeah, game, you get it? Thank you. Oh, so I've now breached 3 million coins. I wonder if there's an upper limit. Well, there has to be an upper limit somewhere. Wonder what it is. Oh, I love I'm getting so much triggerfish. I love this map. I know a lot of people hate it. I love this map. I'm gonna do so bad with this thing. Hey, I scored a direct hit! Ow. I know direct hits are the name of the game with this thing. Like, I know that much. Ow. Double kill! Yeah! Darn it. I think we still got this one, though. I don't think I did that bad. Yeah, 8 kills. They had a disconnect. I didn't even notice. Probably the guy that was lagging it out at the beginning there. Kirito. Isn't that like the protagonist from like Sword Art Online? The anime? Probably the game too. So I know it had a game. It wasn't a VR game though. It should have been a VR game. But they wouldn't have made much money doing that. You know, it has an app or something. I don't know. I didn't care much about that anime. I watched a bit of Sword Art Online Abridged, and that was about it. Never quite understood the hype around it. I mean, I'm sure it's a good anime. A lot of animes are good, but... It was just, like, dot hack sign. Again. Like... or any other video game anime. Again. Well, I should say trapped in a video game anime. Again. Like, it didn't seem to bring anything new to the table. Just an edgy protagonist. Which a lot of animes these days seem to have. I don't know what it is with Japan, but they seem to have fallen in love with the edgy protagonist. And I'm not a fan. I've never really liked edgy protagonists. But I also write a lot, and when I'm writing, I tend to think of the group that I'm writing as a D&D group. Like, would this group be fun to have in a D&D game? And edgy people are not fun to have in D&D games. Sorry to say. Your D&D group might put up with you, but they're not happy about it. Like, the edgy mage that's so misunderstood is so overdone that... Yeah. It's just annoying when it happens. Or the thief stealing from the fellow party members. Because, hey, it's what a thief would do. It isn't what a thief would do. Thieves don't steal from their companions. Even if it's only a temporary companion, you still don't steal from them. You might steal from them as you're leaving at the end of the adventure, but you're not gonna just randomly steal from them. And, like, it might be, you know, in, say, a D&D sense, it might be fun at the very beginning. Like, fun for everyone. It's like, oh, this is a thief again, trying to steal my stuff. But after a while, it just becomes tiring and just obnoxious. Enzo. My ink back. A little surprised none of them have thought to, like, go to my side. I think I'm actually decently good with this thing. When I can hit. That is kind of the big thing. I need to actually, you know, connect. But that's what the point sensor's for. Ow. I am being quite a problem. I think we still lost, though. Maybe. Nope, okay. I'll take that. 1,300 points, that's not bad. I've never really used these things before. I never really understood how. I still don't really. I'm just kind of swinging and it's working, so... I imagine if I could get really good with this thing, it could be really nice. I would just have to get, well, you know, better with it. I'm guessing that person's name is meant to be John. It just looks like Joan, because Joan. Could be both. Blazy Blue. Blaze Blue is like a game series or something, isn't it? I don't know. I've heard of it before. It is a thing I have heard of. Given how long I've been on the internet, it could be just about anything. Silencer. Are they going to silence me? I don't think it's very possible. Might try and kill me if they're on the enemy team. Now they're on my team. And zap. This thing definitely seems to be best if used in like an alleyway sort of thing. Ow. Ah, respawn Punisher. The hallmark of someone who is overconfident in their ability to splat people. Like, it is an ability I have never understood the usage of. Because, like, yeah, if you can actually manage to pull the thing off, splat someone without being splatted yourself, you're getting benefit from it. It's almost like people know how sloshing machines work. Ow. I would just blindly charge at them in an alleyway. Oh, they have a disconnect. Oh, they're person with quick respawn. Not quick respawn. There. Respawn Punisher. Like, I get that, like, it's an ability people like using that can work out. Like, I will fully acknowledge that. It can legitimately work out. It can also go horribly wrong for you. Because, like, especially in the case of, like, a carbon roller. Well, okay, you have to be right in the enemy's face to kill them. So you need to ambush, or you're probably just gonna die yourself. That's not what I would call reliable. Now, on a sniper, it makes a little more sense. I myself would still stand by any other ability would probably be helping you more. Like, main of special charge up. Get your special more. Possibly get more kills with whatever your special is. I suppose Haunt wouldn't help, really. If Haunt's still point censored. Same with Thermal Ink. Like, neither of those would really help much. If they point censored, it'd be different. But if Thermalink point censored, it would be pretty overpowered. I mean, Thermalink used to just show people up on the map. Like, you'd see them on the map for longer, if I remember right. If it was even an ability in the first game. I don't remember. I know Haunt was. Haunt was kind of broken in the first game. Because, see, when you were affected by Haunt in the first game, you would gain 1 main of damage up, 1 main of run speed up, 1 main of swim speed up. Basically, well, you were being point censored if you had a Haunt shirt on. You gained a bunch of mains of stuff, and your shirt for the duration of that point censor did so much more than anything else, but you needed to be point censored for it to happen. So, like, it was a great thing, especially with echolocators around, because people liked echolocators for quick and free reloads. Hello, Octo Trash. I don't think you're trash though, so I'm just gonna call you Octo. Hope you're okay with that. Yeah, I kind of wish Haunt still did the same sort of stuff it did in the first game. Especially now that we have main power-up. Like, if you were wearing a Haunt shirt, you gain 1 main of main power-up, 1 main of run speed up, 1 main of swim speed up whenever you're point censored. That would make Haunt shirts worth wearing. Like, people would wear those. Maybe not often, and maybe not for everything, but they would wear them. Unlike now, where, you know, you usually only see a few people running Haunt, and it's usually because it's just on a shirt they really like the look of. And yes, they are. The Bamboozler and main power-up are, like, that is the one thing that makes me not want to get rid of the damage up from main power-up. Is the Bamboozler. Because it really loves it. Like, it makes the Bamboozler really good. Makes it kind of silly. Ow. We have not really turfed our own side yet. Yeah, you can't sit in there and Stingray anymore, buddy. I honestly think rather than just rejecting you out of the spawn, it should kill you. You just splat. Nah, people would rage about that too hard. Can't give a meaningful nerf to anything. Well, unless it's Splashdown. We can meaningfully nerf that all day. Yeah, Bamboozler mains are scary. Though, I'd argue that Splat Pro mains are a little scarier. Ow. Well, like, what I mean is, like, Splashdown was nerfed really hard a while back. Like, when I first started playing Splatoon, which was not long after its release, I only missed one Splatfest for, you know, a good timestamp when I started playing. Splashdown, basically, the moment you push the button, it was going through. There was almost no stopping it. It was a panic button special. Now, there are a lot of ways of stopping splashdowns from happening. One of which is wait for them to hit the ground and kill them the moment they touch the ground, but before the explosion actually happens. If you can manage to do that, you will not only consume their entire special gauge, but it will not go off either. Like, that annoys me. Like, that should not happen. It should not consume the special until the special is used. Especially because I'm an undercover main. I have so many points with the default undercover, it's silly. But it's so hard to use now because of just how nerfed Splashdown is. I mean, I guess the thing used to be really good, but it was kind of the only close-range special. It still kind of is. Everything else, you kind of want to be at middle to long range. Yeah. I really wish Splashdown would be given the Booyah Bomb treatment when it comes to their armor. That way they, you know, actually have some amount of survivability. But that's just me as a salty undercover player, so... Yeah, they still can. But you have to put a lot more effort into it than just shoot them with a single charged sniper shot. Like, you actually have to try to take down a Booyah Bomb. There's really none of that when it comes to the Splashdown. Ow. Yeah, like mini Splatlings can rip it apart pretty easily. But you still have to devote some time to it. That's kind of my point. Like, the ink armor for Splashdown goes away basically the moment someone starts shooting at you. It feels like it has about 60 health. Which, albeit, is still a few shots from something. But it should have something closer to, you know, 200. That way it can take, or at least even like 110. That way it can take a fully charged shot. Well, I suppose chargers deal more than 100 damage. They deal like 130 something. I feel so mean. That person feels like they're a newer player. If there was time left, I wanna let them kill me. I feel mean. Like, I just want Splashdown to be better. Not a whole lot better, but just better at surviving. Like, it shouldn't be as easily killed as it is. It is a special, after all. I mean, it's the same as, like, I'd love to see Ink Armor itself, like the special Ink Armor, gain some sort of auxiliary bonus. Like, say, you know, you activate Ink Armor and it refills 25% of all your teammates' ink tanks. That would be nice. That would be great, and that would make it a really good team player special. Yeah, that's fine, Octo. I mean, I'm 72 and I'm X rank in a lot of things, but it's fine. Rank isn't everything. Level isn't everything. At the end of the day, all that matters is that you have fun. And I'm actually having a lot of fun with this sloshing machine. Why have I not used these sooner? Well, I know why. It's because they're kind of awkward. But I kind of like how awkward they are. I main the Undercover with Mini Splatling and Splat Pro as secondary mains, though I might try using this thing more. Yeah, start using this thing more. Ow. I would grab my Undercover, but I always feel mean playing it in Turf Wars. A lot of people seem to like the new Tenta. I'm not a big fan of Tentas in general. They're just too heavy. Ow. I like the versatility that the Undercover umbrella gives. Like, as much as everyone's like, oh, it's a support weapon, no, it can do anything. It does whatever you need it to do in the moment. I'm kind of mixed on Splatbrellas myself. They just feel like worse Tentabrellas. I feel so mean. I've killed that person like 5 times. Kill me, please. Please. Bubbles, please. Bubbles. Fine. I feel mean. And they won't even splat me. I feel mean. I'm gonna stop using this thing for a little bit, I think. Like, I think almost all of my kills that game was them. In the previous match, I killed them like 3-4 times as well. Like, okay. I'm okay. I'm guessing I'm being raided. Welcome, raiders. Please leave your axes by the door. I'm gonna... Need weapon... weapon! I have a bunch of run speed on Nautilus. I'm great. But welcome, raiders. I really need to start doing raids more. I never think of it, though. I only think of it when I'm being raided, and I feel bad. I'm doing rather well. I mean, I feel really mean right now. But other than that... Oh, jeez! Well... There goes my special. I can't aim it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Bubbles, please. Please, thank you. Thank you, Bubbles. You're getting your revenge. My reference to I feel mean is that Mel person I have splatted probably about 8 times in the past 2 games. And they wouldn't even splat me when I tried just offering myself to them in the last one. So I feel mean. When someone won't even splat you when you're just standing there. Hey, I actually aimed it! Neat! I should really have swim speed gear on, but I don't even have any. True, but I still feel mean. It's legit why I'm not using, like, my main right now, is I feel mean when I use things like that in Turf War, and when I splat the same person a lot. Ow. I deserve that. Though I might say it is getting a little late. I might actually use the undercover for a bit. Because this is... Triggerfish is legit my favorite map, and I love using the undercover on it. I think that was a tie. I deserve the loss. just need to actually find the undercover in my list. I mean, I like Walleye Warehouse too, but I've always liked Triggerfish. I think partially just to spite my oldest brother, who absolutely hates the map. Yeah, Skipper Pavilion could use some balancing. It's just Salt Spray Rig, but with a new skin. People didn't much care for Salt Spray Rig. Because, well, one side will always have an advantage. Because all Inklings are right-handed. Because Nintendo just has a thing against left-handed people. At least that's how it feels. I don't like Schellendorf here. Thinking that's partially because I had a rotation where, for 2 hours, the only map I saw was Schellendorf. Am I wearing the right shirt? I don't know if I'm wearing the right shirt. I think I am, though. Oh, that's the Mel person again! No, I'm sorry. I mean, they haven't quit. No, I am not. I am not. No. I refuse. They had a disconnect. I'm gonna play nice and try and just turf. I mean, and do this when I can. I am just gonna leave them be. They're having fun rolling around. I am not going to stamp out their fun. Those dualies, on the other hand. True, but I feel really mean. Especially now that I'm using the undercover, like... This is the weapon I've taken to 2400 X-Rank power. Like... I've done that before. With nothing but this. The only reason I'm not sparing the dualies is I don't like dualies. That's just me. I'm probably too nice for my own good. Like, if they had realized I was purposefully not going after them, they probably could have scored up a lot of kills by just killing me. I mean, I suck at just about everything that isn't splatlings in the undercover, so... I can't snipe to save my life in Splatoon. Other games, I'm great at sniping. Not with Splatoon. I got all the sniping practice I have from, at least when it comes to, like, say, playing PC games and such, from playing TF2 a lot and trying to out-snipe hackers. Which, as you can imagine, is not an easy task. But I got to the point where I could do it. And it's hilarious watching a hacker rage quit because you've killed them. Or start prioritizing you over everybody else because you've killed them too much. Ah, favorite map time. Oh geez, I thought they went the other way. I haven't in Splatoon, but in Team Fortress 2 I have. Did he not notice me? Ow. Yeah, the curling bomb. Like, even going back to, like, the first Splatoon, I have not seen a hacker. And even TF2's gotten pretty cleaned up. I swear I hit them 4 times directly. Probably a bit of lag though, and I probably hit their side with like the side of the spread. I still wish the undercover had like 2 extra damage. Like, it wouldn't make that big of a difference, but I still really wish it had like 2 extra damage. Would probably make the thing a lot better. I don't think they have. What weapon with main power up are you thinking of? Because it might have just been kind of bad all along. Hope you have a wonderful day too, there, Kit. I'm just gonna call you Kit because I don't think I can pronounce your full name. Thanks for coming in. I'm assuming it was you who rated. If I'm remembering right. Anyway. Have a good night. Because, Octo, I know a lot of weapons, main power-up doesn't do a whole lot for them. Even, like, when it was first introduced. Like, for instance, the Jet Squelcher. The Jet Squelcher gets range. Teeny bits of range. To the point where with 3 mains and, like, 4 or 5 subs, it's only about half a bar more range. And you're devoting your entire kit to getting that. Same with, like, the E-Leader. Like, you get extra range, sure, but it's so small. It's barely noticeable, at least in my opinion. With, like, say, the Undercover Brella and the Splat Brella, all it does is make the canopy respawn faster. It doesn't do anything else productive. Ow. Okay, that's a blaster. Ow. Darn it. Yeah, it is nice that chunks just kind of build up. I actually really love the ability chunk system. Darn it. Because, like, in the first game, it was so hard to get gear that was actually, like, what you wanted. Oh, Subspace King. Ow. It's doing rather well for me. Sadly, the stream is about to end because my throat is dying and I need to be getting to bed soon. I tend to end at this map rotation that's about to happen after this match ends. Though I will be streaming tomorrow, probably not Splatoon though, sadly. Ow. We have a Splatfest coming. Do we? I've heard nothing of that. Was like it announced somewhere? I don't know. I don't pay attention to Splatoon news much. No idea. But yeah, I would like to inform everyone I do have a Discord, should you wish to join it. There is a link in the description on YouTube and in the info on Twitch. I will be back streaming tomorrow at 3 p.m. Atlantic time or 2 p.m. Eastern time. I'm not exactly sure what I'll be doing, but I might be doing Splatoon. I might not be doing Splatoon. I don't know. I'm thinking of doing something like a different game. I don't know. I'll do whatever I feel like doing. That tends to be how I do the streams. So I'll let you guys just kind of keep chatting there if you want. And yeah, with that, thanks everyone for coming out to watch, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. See you then.